always busy doing other things like sports and basketball, so that I didn't never had time to really delve into the martial arts aspects until later. And then finally, after basketball was done, I had to find something else to do, and I've always been interested in martial arts, so I started looking. But since the type of martial arts I was watching was like Jackie Chan and Jet Li and stuff, I wanted to do wushu. So I started doing wushu first and sanda and stuff like that. So, which was fun, and I loved doing it. Kept you in shape and everything. You know, you had the weapons. It was fun. You flip around and things like that. Even the sanda part was cool. But
what is wushu and sanda? Some people might not know.
Wushu, literally just think Jet Li, think Jackie Chan, exactly what they're doing. It's just like, you know, they have the animal arts, the drunken style, all those different martial arts, just like the Shaolin stuff, you know. But it's more of the sports form of it. It's not the actual part of it. The sanda is the actual fighting application stuff of wushu. Did that, tried some kickboxing, stuff like that. Even tried a little Muay Thai for like a brief stint. And I love Muay Thai. I did like that one a lot too. One thing about that versus this was one of the guys I trained with for a second. He'd been doing it for a long time, but it's very more, where this is an internal art and Muay Thai is more external. Number one, a lot of his joints were this way and that way. You know, and a lot of calcified lumps and all the shins and everything. I did not want to look like that. That was the first thing. I was like, I don't want that to happen to me, number one. And then you can only do it for so long because he couldn't really do it anymore, you know. But with these internal arts, you know, that are just as effective, you can do them forever, right? You do them forever because they're internal, right? They don't require the same external strength in applications, right? So after doing those things for a while, I wanted to try some other things. So like I said, me and my roommate, we tried looking things online, and we found Adam, went to his door, and then you know, we started talking, went to his garage, started showing some stuff. Of course, we tried the 1-inch punch. Hit me and it hurt, and I fell backwards. And it was really cool because it was, I've sparred before and lots of other things, but it was a different kind of hit, you know? It was a more hit that made me go, that really made me think, like, I don't want to encounter that again more so, right? As opposed to the other ones, they kind of, you know, people hit you to the body or something, you can kind of, to a degree, you can take those, you know, unless they hit you in a really precise spot, like hit your kidney or something. But the point is, I did not want to receive that again because it was so penetrating. It was more, it hit me and it kind of stayed with me and stuck around for a while, you know. So I didn't go anywhere, and I was still sitting there and just wondering how, you know, how the heck did this happen? Number one, I was here, then I was over here, and it still hurts. So that intrigued me, of course, and so I decided I was going to do it pretty much right then and there. So I was training with them, and the cool thing about Wing Chun is it's so, like I said, simple. It's so simple, the concepts are simple, right? Basically it just says follow these concepts and principles and do these things and you can be effective. It talks about like structure or duality and things like this, which are simple ideas, but they have a lot of depth to them, you know? And the cool part about it is, for me, it's constantly engaging my mind, and it will never not be engaging my mind. I'm still, I mean, just this Tonsal, I'm still learning things about Tonsal and feeling different things about Tonsal, but it's internal. It really is about the nervous system, and it's about a mind and body connection that you can achieve there's such a high level of awareness that you can achieve. It's pretty much unlimited, right? How well you can feel things, which is cool. So, but which also makes can be frustrating when you're first starting, because you're not going to understand, or some people give up, you know, maybe too quickly because they're not feeling these things right away. But it really just takes practice. The more you learn to connect your body, then all of a sudden you start feeling these little nuances and stuff. And it's really just energy based. So for me, those are like the main things that stick out. I can do it for a long time, right? It never ends. You're never going to master it, but you can get really proficient at it, right? Compared to others, relatively. It's very challenging, but satisfying and frustrating at the same time, in a good way, right? So not stopping playing basketball, but finding another activity to do, it's top notch, because you can make it whatever you want, because you can turn the training into, you can make practice by doing cardio things with Wing Chun. You can make it whatever you want, right? But also what it does for you, it provides a level of clarity that other things weren't given you, right? Because one of the main things to get better is you got to sit in this stance for long periods of time and go through this form, concentrate on your breathing and slowing it down, right? Because it's a moving meditation, right? So I never really meditated before. So that part was cool, and the benefits of the meditation became, just like a light just started going off. I found it like to be the coolest thing. It was refreshing and energizing for my body. So I started doing it like before I go to work, and it just made the day just that much more amazing, You start off in a good mindset, your body's loose and everything like that. So I found that to be a great benefit. Plus, it's good taking you on to old age. It's good taking you on to old age, right? You're still exercising, you're keeping your joints and stuff loose. You're also, from gaining the self-awareness, your balance. I know, as you get older, you hear, I fall, I can't get up, those type of videos they used to have back in the day. You're going to be more prone to catch yourself. Your center of gravity and balance is going to be better. You'll be able to catch yourself if you train this and it's ingrained in your body, right? You'll have less spills and stuff as you get older. Other things, I've seen people, you start to hunch, but we're always engaging these hips like this, right? This is something people really don't exercise a lot, right? So you're going to always, it teaches you good posture and all these wonderful things that I have so many more I could say, but I'm going to pass it on here since it's already 6:23. But Wing Chun, I love it. It's simple, but challenging, right? Complex simplicity to it. Yes?
My mom's coming close.
What?
My mom's coming close.
Okay. Very good. Yeah. Other than that, but it's just good for the mind and the body. And that's why I do Wing Chun, for me personally. Because it's helped for me, almost the fighting is fun, but it's almost like a side benefit, so to speak, right? The other stuff, it takes you out into the world with a different mindset. It kind of changes how you think, right? So you encounter the day, you encounter stress differently, you just look at life completely differently. So that's some of the reasons why I like Wing Chun.